I love how Tobi declares it's nap time in the middle of a war. Alright, Naruto Shippuden episode 276. A couple different things was going down. There was a lot of fighting, and for the most part, it was okay. It was enjoyable. I love seeing the Mizukage in action. That was one of my favorite parts of the actual episode was the Mizukage in action. Black Zetsu ain't doing nothing. The Zetsus overall really ain't doing nothing, but it was just funny to see Black Zetsu again trying to get at the feudal lords, and like, it's not happening. Now, the animation in this episode, it was wonky because there was parts like when Naruto and B were running, like, trying to get to the war. It looked beautiful. You got the background looking real freaking nice, and then, you just got everything looking beautiful. But then when you, like, go to Tobi, for some reason, the studios just don't, I don't know, if they can't, or is just budget wise. There's something with Tobi where anytime he's in a scene, it just kind of looks weird. He doesn't look exactly like how he should look for the most part. Sometimes they know how to do it, but in this particular episode, Tobi didn't really look on par, in my opinion. He just like looked wonky. There was a couple scenes like when it was nighttime and he was staring at the moon. He looked all right and everything, but then there was other scenes where it's just like all over the place. So the animation was there. There was some really bad parts, but then there was some really good parts as well. And overall, just the episode as a whole, it was enjoyable. I really liked the Ghetto Mazo statue just going crazy, but it's like Tobi just jumped in, grabbed the gourd, and then left with his statue. And was like, hey, I'm taking a nap. I'll see you guys later. I was like, what the heck? um, just a couple other different things that I was enjoying. I like seeing, I believe it was filler when they were showing the downtime of everybody like relaxing and trying to rest up for the morning. It was interesting to see like this is how war really is. So I'm really liking the direction that the anime is taking. That it is really trying to show in a way like a true war where people are just like all messed up. They declared, I believe, that it was 50,000 shinobis or 40,000 shinobis we lost, and the Zetsus lost like 40 or 50 as well. So a lot of people are dying. It's just none of the main people that we've seen thus far. But I like really that they're portraying that like everybody is by the campfires and everybody's trying to rest up and everything. So to me, that was really like a good showing, even though I believe that was filler, showing them, just trying to relax up. Meanwhile, Naruto is just running non-stop in QB mode with B there, so he ain't getting much rest. And overall, enjoyable episode. There were some slow parts here and there, but for the most part, I really liked the fighting. The animation here and there was good. It was just sometimes it was bad, sometimes it was good, and yeah, it was okay episode. Nothing too gung ho or anything like that. Like I said, I like the Mizukage little fight that she had. Mizukage for the win. Tsunade and B. Oh, that's one thing that I'm really excited to see when not Tsunade and B, Tsunade and Raikage when they show up. Oh man, because the Raikage is real heated up, and that was one of my, in a way, favorite moments just because I remember reading this in the manga when he's finally going to show up, and by the way, it's little spoilers, I guess you could say. I was really just like, oh, the Raikage, I can't freaking stand them. So I can't wait to see that again, but this time, actually animated, because he kind of got on my nerves, and I want to see what everyone's going to think when they actually see this, because, there are a lot of anime-only viewers, so I want to see what people are going to think when they see the Raikage and everything that he's going to do later on. But I'm glad that him and Tsunade are approaching now. They're going to head out to the war, so to speak, so they can stop Naruto and B. And, yeah, overall, again, okay episode, nothing too crazy. I enjoyed the little bit of fighting. I wish the Ghetto Mazo statue would have done more, and it was kind of crazy seeing Choji and Choza trying to stop the Ghetto Mazo statue, but you can't stop something with that much power in it. It has, a bunch of the tailed beasts. And another thing I noticed real quick was that they were talking, no, Kabuto was talking about how Tobi has like a tentacle of the eight tails and everything. And here's the thing. Tobi did need, and still does need, in my opinion, the full thing. I believe he needs the full B and the full Naruto, but he just wants to rush real badly, and that could come out to a very horrible result because, he's trying to get the Jubi and become the Jubi himself and whatnot. But I think what really went down and what's gonna go down is that Tobi is just rushing, and he's like, okay, I don't need this. I'll just use this. I don't need this. I'll use this. And it could backfire on him big time because at the end of the day, Ginkaku and Kinkaku, they just have some of the chakra of the Nine Tails, but they don't have a bunch of it like a Naruto. And a tentacle from B isn't the same thing as having the full Hachibi power. So I definitely got to say that I think that the whole reason with Tobi, like, oh, because some people might think, why start the war if you already got these things, you don't need them. Well, he's rushing it, and even Kabuto is like saying, I don't think that's enough, but I'll go along with it. Why not? So definitely wanted to address that real quick. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about this episode. It has its ups and its downs. Did enjoy some of it though. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Favorite fight that happened, and it was the Mizukage fave or the Ghetto Mazo statue stuff. And what do you think about what I was just saying about how the war really he still needs Tobi really needs Naruto and B, but it's like if he's just rushing and trying to settle for anything just to get his plan done real quick. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait to see some more epic war, because I believe next week is actually not going to be a war episode. It's still canon, but it's going to be like a flashback of Naruto and Sasuke. So I remember that was in the manga. It's like some new stuff that we supposedly didn't know about them or whatever, which we'll deal with next week. But yeah, that's all I have up in the world. And as always, people, have an awesome day.